So, last weekend, Earn Your Leisure pulled up on Pocket Watching with JT to confront him on some of the commentary videos he's made about them and their guests.
How about you come up to me and say, hey, I'm shy. I don't respect it, bro. What if you don't respect it? Don't even talk to me. So if I see you, I'm going to say something to you, bro. Don't talk to me like a man. I don't know who you was. All right. So let's talk to me like a man. I don't know who you was. All right. So let's. So when Him500 tells people to commit bank fraud, y'all share them all. What's that? So when Him500 tells people to commit bank fraud, y'all share them all. What's that? So when Him500 tells people to commit bank fraud, y'all share them all. What's that?
It's been brought to my attention, courtesy of Poor Black Man, Vegetables and Junk Food, that in the aftermath of the interaction, that a couple of JT's videos about Earn Your Leisure's guests have been archived, or at least are now behind a paywall for channel members only.
Now, we don't know what happened, but I do know that the video that started all this is now behind a paywall after JT said that he would not take the video down. He put it behind the paywall. Check it out.
I'm not taking it down. Now, I was going to take it down on my own because I thought the video, the picture quality of the video wasn't good. This video is going to live on the internet forever because you sent me this letter. Forever.
So that video is now behind a paywall. I don't know why he put it behind a paywall. I don't know how long it's been behind a paywall, but he said he wasn't going to take it down.
I'm not taking it down.
Some of these include Rizza Islam, Darius Cooks, and most importantly, the Him500 bank fraud video. One would think that if you don't like a channel, that you'd unsubscribe. But as for me, I gotta stay tapped in to the latest money-making methods, personal finance advice, and up-and-coming fake gurus. So once I saw popular chef, well known as Darius Cooks Williams, on Earn Your Leisure, it was only fitting, given that they've had other alleged scammers and fake gurus on their platform, such as Jay Morrison with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund.
How do you go between, who's telling the truth and who's not? How do y'all do your due diligence?
Yeah, I mean, we try to do as much research as we possibly can, but sometimes it's difficult. Really try to vet people, and but to be completely honest with you about it, sometimes you don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a good feel for somebody, and then something might come out later on, and then I think you just got to take the steps at that point to correct it. If it's an issue, you know what I'm saying? Take it down.
Okay, so I looked all over YouTube and the internet for this episode of Earn Your Leisure with Jay Morrison, and this is all I could find. The video has been removed. In fact, any video with Earn Your Leisure and Jay Morrison can only be found on channels and pages controlled by Jay Morrison.
You have the real estate crowdfund, right? So what is a real estate crowdfund? Like, what's the details of that?
Justin Owens from the Forex MLM pyramid scheme that is IM Academy, Rizza Islam with his insurance fraud, Marcus Barney, aka Him500, who was exposed for teaching bank fraud.
So it must be straight to a demographic of what you said. You got a lot of niggas that's gonna come out here and be like, I ain't got shit, fuck that credit. You go to Navy Federal right now and apply for an auto loan. You can pull a VIN number off of Car Gurus. They'll give you a loan. If you say, okay, look, I'm gonna give you a play. You go in there and say, I need 100,000, right? But your credit gotta be 700 plus. Right? I give a blueprint on a show how to build your credit report out in detail. You go to Navy Federal, say, listen, I need to get 100,000. You get a Car Guru VIN number, and when you get the VIN number, you put it and mark it down 10,000. They cut you the check 24 hours.
A cargo, say that again?
Car Guru. Car Guru. Get a VIN number, right? Right. They gonna cut you the check 24 hours. You got 90 days to give them the title. If you don't give them the title, it turns into a personal loan. So they just legally gave you the loan. It ain't nothing illegal. It turns to a personal loan. But ain't no way in hell you gonna go to the bank and get a personal loan. That's how you gonna get to the next level. That's how you gonna
And Coach Stormy Wellington with her Total Life Changes MLM pyramid scheme. A video on her coming soon to a screen near you. And it's not like our favorite chef, Darius Cooks, was accused of scamming people years ago. The allegations of Mr. Cooks stealing money from people literally came to the forefront no longer than 2 months ago. So it's safe to say Earn Your Leisure does no thorough background check on their guests to ensure they're reputable. They should have at least waited like a year or so before collaborating with him, just so that the block wasn't as hot. You know what I'm saying? The block is kind of hot right now still around him.
The black is set, the black is set, the black is set, the black is set.
Now, in the past, Earn Your Leisure has denied podcast payola allegations in which people would pay them to be interviewed by them on their platform.
And they addressed the payola, saying that no one's ever paid them before. And then they talked about, the Him500 thing.
Heard of Spurgo, Wall Street Trapper, MG the Mortgage Guy, Alex Good Energy, and of course, Ian Dunlap, the master investor. Some of your favorites, right? That's what Earn Your Leisure has done for the people. So it's some people, people say things without having a full understanding of what they're actually saying. The problem with that is that it's not true. So some people think that you can pay to get on Earn Your Leisure. Ian, how much did you pay to get on Earn Your Leisure?
Not $1, and truth be told, they had to take some damn convincing to get on.
You cannot,
to be real.
You cannot pay to get on Earn Your Leisure. We have never, and I'm not even saying I'm not knocking somebody that's doing that. Yeah. I'm just saying we have never accepted $1. You can't pay to get on Earn Your Leisure, and we've been offered a bag. You can't pay to get on Earn Your Leisure. Bags. So if anybody says that they paid to get on Earn Your Leisure,
Market Mondays, because I can't afford what Cuban would.
Market Mondays, we never paid for a guest. So let's just get that straight. This is facts. No, we don't.
I'm gonna be real. He stopped me from paying one of the biggest artists.
Yeah.
With a bunch of TV shows, who this is modeled after.
Yeah.
Just to be real, he was like, "Don't do that."
So let's do that. Let's do that. Nobody has ever paid to get on Earn Your Leisure. If you ever find somebody that says they paid to get on Earn Your Leisure, show proof. I'll give you every single thing in my brokerage account.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this. When you go to bed at night, you lay there and you take responsibility for yourself, because nobody's going to take responsibility for you.
But if you're not going to do the necessary background check on these guests, you may as well make them pay, which I assume is already going on, right?
I didn't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
And the comment section of the video in question that I saw a couple days ago already seemed to be hip to the ways of Mr. Darius Cooks, given the following statements. So, nobody looked at this man's BBB report, Better Business Bureau report? Let me just head out. OMG, really though? Like, he was recently aired out on Twitter, so it's not like it was forever ago. I guess everyone really does have a price, because he has definitely done so many black women in our community wrong. You can still pull up the court documents. SMH.
I thank God that I was blessed to be a thinking man. I thank my ancestors that I was blessed to be a thinking man, because I didn't even know that this was going on.
So disappointed, they decided to showcase someone that's actively harming our community. So many other talented chefs they could have interviewed, but I digress. So nobody did research on this man. He has been making money from scamming. Disappointed, they featured a person accused of unsavory business practices, especially against our own people. One more. Why they got a scammer on this show? It's pretty standard on EYL at this point.
My nigga, I'm glad you said this. I'm glad you have that position.
Let me get my composure. Let me get my composure. Alright, I'm good. Speaking of which, let me debunk some more BS financial advice from Marcus Barney real quick, pertaining to selling authorized user trade lines as a side hustle. Selling trade lines isn't necessarily illegal. Some banks and credit card companies consider it a violation of their terms of service and may consider shutting down your account. And according to this article by Frank on Fraud, he says, most banks monitor for authorized user trade line abuse. Their risk or fraud department will flag any account where more than 4 to 6 authorized users have been added. 4 to 6. And our homeboy Him500 was talking about 10. This man's plotting on y'all downfall, bro.
That's a trade line on your credit report. So it's any account that reflects and shows on your credit report.
Okay. So there's like a hack where you can actually add people to
to adding people to your card as an authorized user. So now what happens is this: when it comes to authorized users, and yes, it's a lot of details to it that you have to understand, and like different applying when you're applying, and you know, getting different things and the benefits of them. Mm-hmm. But essentially, what it is that if I got a credit card and I got 10 spaces available, I can add you on to my credit card as an authorized user, and this is an authorized user trade line. If I add you on as an authorized user and I have 10 spots available, I charge you $650, right? Well, 650 times 10, that's $6,500. Mm-hmm. I'm only going to leave you on my card for 60 days. I never give you access. I set my account up in a way that you can't compromise me. Now I make $6,500 every 60 days off one credit card. End of the year, I make $40,000 off having a credit card, never going into debt, never actually using and spending the bank's money.
I've talked about selling trade lines because I do it myself and I make money from it and I believe in it. I think it's wonderful, but it's not without its downside. So now I do want to talk about the risks of selling trade lines. Biggest risk of selling trade lines is that the bank will shut down your credit card because they don't want you adding too many authorized users, or because they believe that this practice violates their terms of service. So this has actually happened to me before. A bank did shut down one of my credit cards, and I believe the reason why they did that is that in this particular instance, I got greedy and I added too many authorized users to that particular card. I was adding like 3 or 4 a month, which in retrospect was just a dumb, greedy idea, okay? This amount of volume seems to have raised a red flag at the bank, and the bank canceled my card. Nowadays, I only add up to 2 authorized users per card per month. I haven't had any trouble since I implemented that policy personally. Not to say I won't have trouble in the future, there's no guarantees with this, but if you start selling trade lines, I recommend that you stick to no more than 2 authorized users per card per month.
Now, this is the nuance that many financial strategists like Him500 do not speak about.
People lie, cheat, steal.
Disappoint.
Yeah, they're hypocrites. You know, they tell you what they think you want to hear. Now, I don't fall into that category.
This man advocated adding 10 people at once. The fuck? 10 people. Gina K. God forbid. God forbid.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living and loving life.
And that's to help other people build their credit, right?
Right. That's helping other people build and establish, because it comes to data points on a credit report. How many positive accounts do you have? What's your credit card utilization? All of these things go into consideration when applying and leveraging and using your credit. So when those things come into play, authorized users hit so many points because it gives you accounts, it gives you age history, it gives you utilization. So when your utilization, everything is right on your credit card, all of these things reflect on a person's credit report who purchases the authorized user. So now if I add 10 people as an authorized user and I charge them $650 a piece, I leave them on for 60 days. Well, that just gave me $6,500 every 60 days.
Yo, this is where he capping, y'all, and I'm gonna hold him accountable. Pay attention to what just happened.
He's been plotting on your downfall. Financial strategist.
I'm a psychologist, nigga. You don't think I can read you? I'm a psychologist, nigga. You don't think I can read right through your phony ass?
As you can see, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Now, I've watched both Pocket Watching with JT's live stream and the one he did with the lead attorney, discussing the podcast pull-up with Earn Your Leisure. But hopefully, JT can finally address why he's reduced the visibility of some videos pertaining to Earn Your Leisure's guests since the altercation. Furthermore, we definitely need that Anton Daniels Fake Guru Friday review livestream. Now, given that JT has collaborated with Anton Daniels in the past, it does seem fitting you'd at least give Anton the heads up and have him come onto the channel to address some of these fake guru allegations head on. So hopefully that is in the works.
All right, y'all. Anton Daniels is a YouTuber who is bragging about his money and begging people to join his Patreon. This video is to look at the paperwork and see if he's actually who he says he is, or if he's lying to the YouTube community. You know, we don't like liars, and we like good character. We like people who are honest. So let's look at it.
Let me show you my Versace sandals. My Versace, they kick.
One thing that I never, ever do, is finance anything. Yo, this is where he capping, y'all, and I'm gonna hold him accountable. Pay attention to what just happened.
Anton Daniels says he doesn't finance anything, but these documents tell a different story. In 2019, he was ordered to pay $15,000 to Discover Card, $8,000 to American Express, and $3,900 to Ford Motor Credit Company. 2 credit cards and 1 car note. For a man who does not finance anything, why does he owe these creditors money?
This is what my budget is for the week. I don't know if you can even see that. See the subtotal? The taxes that I spent. This is my real life, bro. This is my receipt from the jewelry store.
Now, he just showed you a receipt for $38,000, and he says that's his weekly budget, $38,000. He said that's his piss money. But in this next video, he's going to talk about not being able to afford to sit courtside at a Detroit Pistons game. FYI, it only costs $1,700 for a courtside seat at a Pistons game. If you buy season tickets, it is $1,700 a game. That's not a lot of money. Let's listen.
JR, you always want to upgrade. So it's like I'm not going to be satisfied until I'm sitting center court for the whole season. Hey, how you doing?
Now in this next clip, we're going to hear him talk about his profitable restaurant, the restaurant that closed after only 2 years in business. He says it was profitable, but I have paperwork that says otherwise. Check it out.
Really, really fun ride. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. You know, I got the type of education that you can't get, and I was profitable. You know, a lot of people can't say that they was profitable. And then I was one of the fortunate ones that actually really did still have the capital to be able to do so without taking out loans or taking on partners or anything like that. But a lot of people don't. And what you find is that... Yo, this is where he capping, y'all, and I'm going to hold him accountable. Pay attention to what just happened.
Now, according to the state of Michigan, in a UCC filing, Anton Daniels and Sweet Soul Kitchen, LLC, they are both in debt to Thomas Hospitality Group. They are in debt. They owe money, and this UCC filing is a lien. They need to pay up. That lien, it's still active. Let me show you where you can go find it. Sweet Soul Kitchen has 3 active liens. There's 2 UCC liens and 1 state tax lien. They are in debt. They owe money and or property. That is a fact. Anton Daniels specifically has a UCC lien. He is in debt. He owes money and or property. That is a fact. He owes it to Thomas Hospitality Group. Now we have another document showing that the Sweet Soul Kitchen LLC was dissolved February 18th, 2020. The UCC filing was filed January 5th, 2020. So you see the filing was completed January, and then they went to dissolve the LLC in February. We don't know if he's if he's trying to run away from that debt, right? Because he told you guys that he doesn't finance anything. But according to the state of Michigan, he's in debt. He owes some money. So for a man that's balling out of control, multi-millionaire, why you can't pay your bills, player? I'm just saying, somebody ain't telling the truth.
The streams. Check my numbers. I got over 8 million views, bro. I am a legend. The streams. Check my numbers. I got over 8 million views, bro. I am a legend. I'm a legend.
Let me show you my Versace set.
Money that he owes Michael. Michael is a very powerful real estate factor in the state of Michigan. The money that he owes the IRS. This is all public information. Anton Daniels does not want to admit that he's been lying to his subscribers. And the crazy thing about fandom, super fans, is that he can lie to his fans and they will still call me a hater. But that's the guy that's lying to you. That's the guy that's telling you that he's a guru, that he's this mega millionaire, that he's rich forever. That is the guy that's playing a role because he's hoping that he will one day become Kevin Samuels. He is trying to be Kevin Samuels on YouTube, and it's not working. He's not getting the subscribers. He's not getting the views. Look at his channel. Look at his videos. Anton is working very hard to be a successful YouTuber, and it's not working.
Y'all know I'm an equal opportunist. There's no bias here on this channel. Everyone can get the smoke. I'm critiquing other people. I'm sure y'all probably in the comments critiquing me too. Hopefully it's an iron sharpen iron type of thing, you know what I'm saying? But alas, as always, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. And too much of any good thing is good for nothing. How are you lot doing today? Hopefully you're doing more, saying less, and keeping that same energy. No cap. Flip the script. I'm out. Deuces. Pow.
Every day me I be calling, bitch. Wanna tell you that I'm sorry.